Flight secrets that are never told to passengers. Do you know that there are some seats in the plane that give you the best shot at survival in case of a mishap? But flight officials don't really tell people about these seats. It makes me wonder, what else aren't they telling us? Luckily for you, we've jotted down some of these flight secrets that'll blow your mind and will make you question everything. So make sure to watch this video till the very end. Number 1. The oxygen supply. Did anyone tell you that the oxygen masks available in flights only have an oxygen supply of about 12 to 15 minutes? And if this supply runs out, you might pass out immediately. Also, during some mishap, you only have a short window of 12 to 15 seconds to put on your oxygen mask. If you don't successfully put it on in that window, you might pass out yet again. But flight attendants don't really tell it to you because it causes a lot of panic and people start freaking out. It's often advised to put your oxygen mask first before helping any child because you have to be conscious if you actually want to help someone else. Number 2. The earbuds are recycled. The earbuds and headsets you find in flights aren't new. It might sound very gross, but it's true, as airlines just take all the earbuds and send them to get cleaned, as getting new ones would be very costly. Once these buds and headsets are cleaned, they're wrapped up and offered to you as if they're new. It's an absolute gimmick, and the next time you see earbuds in a flight, just know that they've been used by a whole bunch of people before you. Number 3. Pilots cannot eat food at same restaurants. Though this secret isn't true for all airlines, but most airlines don't allow pilots to eat food from the same restaurant at the same time while they're still on duty and have to fly people. It's because there's always a chance that they will get sick or food poisoning when eating in a completely different country. So just to be on the safe side, the pilots are advised to eat from different restaurants. Number 4. Dirty carpets. The plane seems very sanitary, but the carpets and stuff in a plane isn't cleaned as often as you might imagine. And people spill so many drinks, and there's probably vomit on these carpets. They are cleaned after every flight, but not properly washed. Though airline companies tell you that they're the most sanitary, they do not wash the carpets in their plane every day. So make sure to keep your children away from the carpet and don't let them crawl at all. It is also disgusting to walk barefoot on the carpet, so don't do that too, because they're dirty beyond your imagination. Number 5. Record keeping. The airline you're traveling with keeps a record of you, and you're also assigned a number that's written on your boarding pass. This number is assigned because a lot of people have the same name, and it gets easier to identify people this way. This code sometimes contains both letters and numbers and have most of your travel information, including your future traveling plans. So if you didn't know this earlier, the airlines keep track of where you're going and how often you travel with them. So it's very important to keep your boarding pass safe, because in the wrong hands, it could actually threaten your privacy. Number 6. Bird accidents. Though the flight officials don't really tell you, but tackling birds is quite a hassle, and only in the US more than 10,000 birds collide with planes every single year. And it often doesn't end well for the birds, but some of them are big enough to damage the engine of the plane. So airlines try to keep the birds away from airports so they don't disrupt planes while they take off. Interestingly, Salt Lake's airport staff brought pigs into the area so they could eat bird eggs and decrease their population. Some airports also use LED lights that resemble eyes and scare off the birds. It seems like the birds are giving a hard time to airlines. Number 7. Best seats in the plane. The airline staff would obviously not want you to know it, but the best seats in a plane are the middle rear seats. Because if a crash happens, people in the middle seats have a higher chance of surviving that crash. Only 28% fatality rate was recorded for the middle seats in a survey. On the other hand, the seats on either side of the plane are rather dangerous in case of a crash and have a fatality rate of more than 44%, which is double from what you have in middle seats. So it would be a good idea to go for the middle aisle, because that's where you can have a better chance of survival. Number 8. Death during flight. Imagine you're on a flight and a fellow passenger unfortunately dies while the plane is still in the air. What would you expect? Well, you might be thinking about some emergency cabin where they could shift the body. But you might be mistaken. If someone dies on the plane, they are strapped to their seat even if you're in a longer flight. So, it is a possibility that you might be traveling with someone who's dead. If the person silently died and didn't make much noise, the air hostesses and cabin crew don't really inform you either, as it saves them from dealing with sudden panic. So which one of these flight secrets baffled you the most? And did you expect airlines to hide them from you? Tell us in the comment section. Also, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to get latest updates. We'll see you in the next video.